What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Byron Vasquez Jr. I'm a Los Angeles-based actor, and here you will find personal stories of my journey as an actor, as well as tips and tricks and other acting-related content. In this video, I will be talking about what it's like dealing with rejection in Hollywood. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's roll the camera and action. When I first started trying to do acting, a lot of people told me it's a bad idea because there's a lot of rejection in Hollywood. But I thought at the time that rejection meant getting rejected because of the way you act, or the way you look, or the way you talk, or for whatever reason. But that's not what I found to be true. When I started acting, I realized rejection is so much more insidious. They just don't ever call you back. And it's kind of like going on a date. You have a first date, and you think that the date went well, and you're excited to hear from them again. And then you don't get the second date, but worst of all, they ghost you. And that's exactly what audition is like. You submit for an audition, hoping that you'll get to audition. Then they'll give you an audition, and you send it over. And you can put your best work out there, but you don't know if anyone ever watched it. You don't know if you get the part because they never call you and tell you did a good job or not. You just find out by watching the person who got your role on the project. And that's the tough part. It's a lot of never knowing that you got the part. The other thing that's tough is you can go through years without getting a job, and that's another part of rejection that's really hard emotionally and psychologically, because then you start to wonder, did I do something wrong? Am I a bad actor? Is it something specific about me that nobody wants? You really start to tell yourself that when you go through years before you land another job. My last professional job was in 2019. This is May of 2022, and I still haven't gotten a job. And the last 13 auditions that I've gone on, I've got rejected, or I've not booked any one of them. The closest I've got to recently was last week. I auditioned for a Disney Plus TV show. This week, they told me that I was sent to producers. I haven't heard anything back. And that's the tough part about being in this industry, is that you can go for years and not book a single role. So what do you do in those instances? I can't tell you what everyone does, but I can tell you what I do. I find other ways to stay creative. I read plays, I go watch theater, I watch some of my favorite movies, I read books about actors that I admire, I write my own stuff. I was able to write a short film, and currently I'm in the process of finishing and producing my very first play. The other thing I did was I learned a new skill that helped me stay creative. About 5 or 6 years ago, I started to play the guitar, and in that time, I started writing my own songs. I went to songwriters retreats. I went to songwriter workshops. I started performing at open mics. Little by little, I started creating more and more of my own songs until finally I had a full album. And that stuff really helped me a lot because it gave me a conduit in which to create art, allow some of that stuff that I have penned up inside to be released through creative expression. But it's still hard. It's still hard not being able to act. And those who live with me can attest how when I'm not working, I become depressed, I become irritable, I become angry and frustrated at the world around me because I'm not doing what I was called to do. I go to my survival job, and each time I am unhappier and unhappier by doing it because all I want to do is get on a set and tell stories, get on a set and create characters. Acting is a very tough business. Had I known it was this hard, I still would have done it. I still would have done it because that's my point. I have to act. I'm not an actor because I want to be or because I chose to be. I'm an actor because I was called to be, because everything in my body feels right when I'm on stage or when I'm performing, creating characters and going through emotional experiences. That's when I feel the most alive. I love this job, but it is very difficult. The other thing that happens too is you see all your other friends booking work. I haven't booked work for years, but the people that I have around me that are actors as well, they booked a series co-star role, they booked a movie, and you see all these people around you booking roles, and you think, what am I doing wrong, and when is it going to be my turn? Why do I get close, and then I don't get anything at all? That's most frustrating. I think the lesson here is, a lot of people will tell you to be positive, don't worry about it, don't think about it. What I would offer you is, apart from you finding other creative outlets, feel your sadness. Every time I don't book a role, I always allow myself 3 days. 3 days to feel sad, 3 days to just kind of accept the fact that I didn't get the part. That helps me really just appreciate that I went through the process, I lost, I mourn, and then I let it go. I've learned to allow myself to feel the loss, because it is a loss. You put your hope into something and you give it your all, you do the work, and then you let it go hoping that you'll get something in return, some sort of recognition, and that doesn't happen. You grieve the loss. Grieve the loss. Find a creative outlet. Read plays. Go to movies. Movies is another great way to remind you as why you're doing what you're doing. But you'll only be rejected so many times before you will get a yes. It just takes time. And for some people, a yes comes like that. But let me tell you one thing that's for sure. Every single actor is going to face this moment. Even if they're booking machines today, eventually they're going to be in this position. It's just the nature of the industry. So that's my advice, and that's what I'll leave you with here tonight. I wanted everyone to know that rejection is real. And that's why I said before in another video that if you don't have to be an actor, if it's not in your bones that you want to act, then I suggest don't do it. It is emotionally taxing. It does hurt. And there are moments where I wonder, why did I have to be an actor? I wish I could just leave it all. And the people that live with me will tell you too, that some days I quit. I say, I quit, I'm done. But guess what? The next moment, I think about not being able to act. And I cannot. I love this art so much that even if I get rejected, it's going to be worth it all in the end. It's the people that stick it out the longest are the ones that are successful. And I think that's true. You get a no, you keep going, you keep going. And even if you don't believe it anymore, there are times where this advice I'm giving to you, where I try to tell myself, I don't even believe it. I say, you know, there's no point in doing this, but I just keep going and I keep going. You fake it till you make it. That's all my advice. It's just one rumbling video that I don't know what I'm saying, but I hope that you guys get something out of it, which is keep going, fake it till you make it. Keep being artistic by doing artistic things like reading books about acting, reading plays, reading books about your favorite actors, watching documentaries on your favorite actors. Find another creative outlet and hope that you have a supportive community that will help you and push you. If you love it, you're going to continue doing it no matter what. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more of my personal stories as an actor, as well as tips and tricks or other acting related content. But for now, that's a wrap.